We rolling? I think so. What's up, everybody? What's happening? How you like the new headset? For those of you I talked to that accidentally ran over my blue parrot the other day. So I'm on a Lenovo, something like that. See how that sound quality is. Oh. We're in Martinez, California, where that refinery was actually, I think you should be able to see it. Refinery was on fire the other day, but they got it put out apparently. So that's good. That's good. We're about to hit the Benicia Bridge in, looks like about half a mile. Get to it. Been a minute. I apologize. Thank you for everyone who's reached out about it and seen me elsewhere. Said, hey, are you over here watching all these content without making any of your own, just sponging off the YouTube community? And that's true. That's true. I definitely owe you guys something. So we'll get to it in a minute. You know the routine. And the old toll plaza. I don't think that Tesla's technically a wide load. Whatever. This is a weird toll plaza. Nerve wracking. Then we get to jump all the way back over. Let's go ahead and grind that gear a little bit. It's fine. We're still jamming gears, man. I still got the manual. So far, so good. This guy had 453,000 on it, and I managed to hang on to it, and still runs great. I don't have any desire to get in one of our new trucks with the auto and the Bendix, and you guys can keep all that. I'm sure they rattle less and leak less. Probably have defrosters that do defrost it. I don't care. I don't care. I like this truck. And go. All right, we on the bridge. So that's it. All right, guys. No, I'm playing. Been a minute. Once again, thanks to all the gentlemen and ladies. We got a few dedicated women viewers and young ladies that view this channel, and you are very appreciated. You know who you are. Look at the mothball fleet over there. If you zoom in, you can see it. Those are World War II boats, ships, Navy ships, and they were used as kind of a floating pick and pole, and now they're down to basically nothing. And then one of them burned down because they had a homeless camp out there, which is pretty clever. If you got nowhere to stay, you jump out there and you're, hey, we can just live on these old retired boats until they come need parts off it, which I don't think any of the new ships probably use those similar parts anymore. Hold on, we got to get a lane here. On the CRV, let us know. We got to get a lane real fast. And get one. And one more. And we good. Anyway, you guys following? I'm not trying to get all political on the channel, but when it affects trucking, it's probably all right to talk about without it drawing in the wrong crowd. What you see that overtime thing? What is it? Tips, overtime, and there's some stuff for there's like sports team owners. I didn't quite understand that. I think that's Donnie J taking a shot at somebody. But that overtime thing, recently, I'm all hourly now, which is different. Recently being the last, I don't know, year and a half or something. But I used to have the component, you know what I mean? It was a combination of different stuff, all hourly, which was an adjustment, but I really like it. All hourly is it, for local work at least, which means I get OT. I get OT after 40, which is great. And I wonder if I don't have to pay tax on that. And that got me to thinking, because that's pretty straightforward. Federal tax. California's still going to want their, whatever the hell it is, 27% state income tax now. States, it asks a lot of us in this state. But it got me thinking, I was talking to some guys the other day, what about OTR guys that are on, well, percentage, you're probably just on percentage, right? But I'm curious if your mileage, your company, your W-2 guy, and you're paid mileage, how are they going to work that out? Because for real, anything after 40 hours, if you were hourly, would be considered overtime, right? Generally speaking, I know there's exceptions, but so if you run your whole clock, are all the miles that were ran after the 40th hour on duty tax free. I don't know. It's going to get all messed up because I know you guys are on duty fueling, right? You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be on duty when you're fueling. Um, and then some of that's your pre-trip, whatever. But you're working. On duty is working. That's what it's there for. So I'm kind of curious how they'd work that out. And unfortunately, they probably won't. Like as usual, the trucking industry will just be like 30 years behind every other job you could possibly ever have, and yet we all still do it. But if anyone knows more than me, I'm curious. I'd like to hear about it. Um, I don't know if that would get ironed out in the details. I don't even know if that is technically a law yet. I was just watching the new, damn, I can't remember her name right now. The new White House, press secretary. Damn, what is her name? She seems cool. I miss Kaylee Mack, but she seems potential. Kind of younger. She's like 26 years old, and she's up there running her mouth and yelling at reporters and stuff. So I like that, and she knows her stuff. Not a lot of ums and wells, and she's got the answer. She ain't afraid. She's confident. So she was talking about that. That's the goal with the taxes. But I don't know if that's actually gone through, and I sure hope that isn't an empty promise, man. Because for some of us, that would really be helpful. I mean, I don't know where I'm at. I got to look. I think I'm at 63 hours right now, right? So that'd be 23 hours, and by the time I get parked, probably another hour and a half, two, something like that. Damn near 30 hours untaxed federally. I'll take it. Every little bit helps, man. Now the only other question I got is how's that work when you do your return? Because I'm a W-2, so I get that W-2, and I get various other bank statements and whatever else I've earned interest on or paid interest on, and you do your taxes, and I wonder if it'll mess with your AGI because it might not be taxed on your pay stub, but it's still you grossed it, right? So that's what I'd be a little nervous about the first year. Um, you've been getting these big old checks take home, but then you got to give it all back at the end of the year, because you haven't paid enough withholding. That's W-2 speak. You 1099 guys don't know nothing about all that. So we'll find out. I mean, it wouldn't apply for the taxes I'm about to do this or next week anyways, right? Because that's 2024 tax year. So we got some time to work on it, see how it pans out. But I'm kind of excited, and I kind of wonder if that would start pushing legitimate non-scam companies more towards hourly, if there'll be a demand for that from qualified drivers that actually drive the damn truck and, and make deliveries on time, etc. The kind of drivers that any reputable company would like to have. I wonder if that would start pushing it. Because if your mileage, you ain't trying to pay all this extra tax when a guy doing basically the same job as you is paying so much less, right? And it wouldn't be a bad idea to get the industry to go that route. Now, I don't think it's going to be any high, $50 an hour job or not. I mean, I'd like it if it was, but realistically, it'll probably be pretty minimal hourly just because we do so many hours, but at least you're getting paid for all your time. I don't know. The one drawback I will share of straight up hourly, key to key, they call it. That's a term for it as well. Like for the second you are doing anything, for the second you're not until you're leaving, which is, dude, it's cool. It's amazing. But the expectation is to get it done in a certain amount of hours. And sometimes in trucking, that's not realistic. So you do find yourself justifying, well, what took so long? A lot more than if they're just going to give you X amount of money if it takes you 2 hours or 10. They don't care, right? As long as it gets done. But when they are paying you hourly, there's a little more watchful eye on what you're doing during those hours. It's not bad, man. I pretty much got the same pace. I've been most styles of pay. I've been percentage. I've been day rate. I've been hourly. I've been, you know what I mean? And I pretty much just work at the pace I work at. But you're always going to have those drivers that are, oh, hourly? Well, I'll just have to do this 47-minute pre-trip every morning, even though nothing's changed since I did my 47-minute post-trip 10 hours ago. So there have to be a certain level of trust or whatever with your carrier and your drivers. But, man, cool. Good. Then the good drivers can make the good money, and the crappy ones cannot make shit. I don't care. Sorry. If you suck, you shouldn't be getting the same wages as the guys that take their job seriously and do it professionally and make YouTube videos while they drive over bridges. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right. Good to be back. Hit me in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Universal referral code DayCab82. Oh, shout out to, if you're still watching, shout out to Evil Dash Life, my buddy Salty's apparel company. I was talking to him this morning. Once he hits a certain number, there's going to be some giveaways and fun stuff. He's got kind of that more kind of like skeleton type stuff, kind of the rough. That to me, it looks kind of metalish. I don't want to categorize it, but to me, kind of metal, sort of punkish, kind of metalish type clothing. But then, short merch. He's also he's got the good side, I think it's called, or the less evil side, or something. And there's some other logos and whatnot over there that are not as controversial or dark or whatever. Check him out, man. I'll put the website in the description, and if not, it's www.evil-life.com. It's pretty easy to remember. Remember on the discount DayCab82. Let them know I sent you. And you guys, I hope you're having a great weekend. I'll catch you soon. Hopefully not so long this time. All right, be safe. Later.